Hey, how y'all doing? This is Adelai Brown, your heart coach, coming with day 3 of our 30 days of heart talk. I'm so excited about this. Remember, we are celebrating 9 years of me being the heart coach and doing heart talk, which is where we come together and confront matters of the heart so that we can live authentically on purpose together. And I am leaving the Check Down Showdown, a pickleball tournament here in Charleston, South Carolina, and it was hosted by my brother Adelai Brown and his partner Katie Mail, his pickleball tournament partner, and it was amazing. I am leaving now, and it's just, I wanted to get on because while I was at the tournament, those of you who are on our channel, remember, if you have not already, please like and subscribe. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, go check out the previous podcast that I've done. And I did a podcast with my brother. It actually was this past Monday. And someone who saw the podcast commented to me about how powerful the podcast was and the need for all of us to build heart equity, right? So I wanted to talk a little bit today about why heart equity. And for those of you that do not know, heart equity is what we do with the heart connections, right? With everything that I do in heart connections. I'm the heart coach. We do heart work. And when we do that heart work, the product of the heart work is what I call heart equity, right? So heart equity is when you build personal, relational, and financial wealth through authentic living. It's a lot of people out there building a personal wealth, right? They're working on their physique. They're getting their bodies right. They might be going to therapy. They might be becoming more self-aware. But it's a deeper level when you talk about building heart equity. So that's personal wealth, is emotional health, mental health, physical health, and spiritual health. Those things embody everything that I mean when I say personal wealth is what you build when you're building heart equity. Relational wealth. Relational wealth deals with how is your relationship with yourself, as well as how is your relationship with God, how is your relationship with others, right? So how you feel about yourself is going to directly and indirectly impact how you feel about others, how you interact with others, and what you do with other people. And that in turn deals with financial wealth. And that is just however you are generating finances in your life. I truly believe that when you build heart equity, when you work on building personal wealth and relational wealth, in turn your financial wealth will get better. That could be your job, it could be the business, the ministry, whatever it is God has called you to do. But if you are on this earth, I truly believe in my heart that God has given every single one of us, as part of his creation, some type of resource that we can use to generate some type of financial wealth. That's my belief. Now, that could be you being excellent on your job and your career. It could be you being a wonderful entrepreneur or business owner. Whatever that is, but that embodies what I believe is financial wealth. When you are making money in line with what it is God has called you to do. So this is why you hear me talking about building heart equity. So you make the heart connections. And as you make the heart connections and you start working with the heart coach. And once you start working with the heart coach, you're doing heart work. And as you do heart work, guess what's going to happen? You're going to build heart equity. personal, relational, and financial wealth through authentic living. It's no good for you to be out here making money, get into the bag, and you got ulcers and you can't use the bathroom, or you using the bathroom too much because your body is so upset and you are so diseased with what you're doing. That's not heart equity. That's not, in my mind, that's not wealth. Wealth is when you can enjoy what you have. Wealth is when you are able to be in a space where you can embrace yourself no matter what. That's what wealth is. Wealth is not, oh, you just doing this for the gram, or you just doing this for the book, or you just wanted to, you just went to a therapist just because everybody doing therapy, but you're not telling your therapist the truth, and you're not trying to make sure that you're not being clear on the results that you want to get, the changes you want to make in your life. Or you're the type of person that every time something goes wrong in a relationship that you're in, is always the other person's fault. The other person is why this is wrong. The other person caused this to be like this. Listen, we are living in a time that we really do not have time to be out here faking the funk. Like, your personal wealth is very important. Let me cut this air conditioner on. I was hot outside and I do not want the air on, but I don't want the background to be crazy either. Your personal wealth has everything to do with your relational wealth. If you don't value yourself, if you don't take the time to take care of yourself, why? Tell me, why are you expecting this from other people? Please tell me why and how. Like, help me understand this. And then you get in relationships. You don't take care of those that are closest to you, but then you want them to support you on your journey to build financial wealth. Let me give you an example. So when I used to work in corporate, my job was in corporate in healthcare. So I worked in healthcare, did doctor's offices and surgical suites and things like that. And I did everything on the administrative side. So medical records, when that was still paper. I also did front office, back office, insurance and billing, and everything dealing with running a medical office. My goal was to become a nurse practitioner, and I was in school going forward to pursue those dreams. And then God had another plan for me that is where I am now. I do believe later on in life I may go back to school and still become a nurse, because I just love being able to take care of patients. But as a heart coach, I feel like I do have patients, but we're working on their spiritual and emotional heart and mental aspect of the heart, not the physical aspect. But when I worked in corporate, I would work, I would go to work, I would get to work early, I would stay late. I was always a model employee. I could still go back to any job that I had right now, for the most part. I can still go back to any job that I had. Now, when I worked on those jobs, I felt like I have to work this job because, you know, we're taking care of our families and we have these young kids, and, you know, we're doing what we have to do to survive. And I would go to work and I would deal with things at work, and then I would come home and then I would be frustrated about what I went through at work. And then when I came home, I would be short with my kids. I would snap at them for not doing their chores, or I might really over exaggerate if one of my kids didn't get homework done or something like that, if I got a note home from the teacher. But a lot of that frustration that I had really didn't have anything to do with that child. I was bringing home the residue of what I dealt with at work. And even when I became a business owner, that is something that I would do as well. So business would be rough. Then I would come home, I would deal with it in a very respectable manner. And then when I come home, it's almost like I decompress and I'm not as nice or kind to the people that I say that I'm doing all of this for. So I come home and I snap at my kids for doing the things that children do, and wonder why I don't feel so connected with them. Wonder why I don't feel like they trust me, or I might feel like I want to be closer to my child, but I feel like they're resistant of when I try to lean in and come closer. And so I had to start really looking at myself and saying, well, I'm trying to build financial wealth. I'm trying to establish some type of financial security, which is not the goal, by the way. Financial freedom is the goal, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I'm trying to establish this financial stability, this financial security, financial wealth, right? But it's like I'm doing that, but the relationships, the reason why I want to have this security, the reason why I want money, the things I want to do for my children, with my husband, for my family, for people in my community. But the people in my house, the people I love the most, they're not emotionally safe with me because I'm flipping out on them over chores, and when I don't have to treat them like that. Yes, I had a rough day at work. That has nothing to do with my children. It's my responsibility for me to check myself so that when I get home, I can be all of who they need me to be, but more so I can also be all of who I need to be to receive the love that I need so that I can recharge, so that I can deal with these tough, stressful environments. Am I making sense? So, many of you might be looking at your family situation like, I work so hard for my kids and they give me their behind the kids, but did you really? Like, you might have made money. This might be like financial wealth that you're bringing in. You might buy them things, but are they safe with you? See, the thing about heart equity is you're talking about all of these things together. You're not just trying to get better and then forgetting about the world around you. Your personal wealth ties it. Your personal wealth is the foundation. And then building on that, you build relational wealth. And building on that, you build financial wealth. Because the most successful people in business and in career are those who know how to work with other people. Those that know how to partner with other people. So your financial wealth is going to be tied to how well are you at maintaining relationships. And how good you are at maintaining relationships has everything to do with how good are you at maintaining relationships within yourself. And that's what heart equity is all about. Like, y'all out here, like, yeah, you got high blood pressure and you might be pre-diabetic, but I can promise you, you need to sign up for the Heart Equity Masters class. That registration will be coming out this week, because I bet you, yeah, you need to change your diet, but you also need to change your attitude. And you also need to be honest about what made you upset and what made you angry. And you're going to have to start being real and telling yourself the truth and telling others the truth as well. And as you do that, your finances are going to get better. But you being mean or nasty, passive aggressive, or being a people pleaser, none of those things are going to serve you when we're talking about living your best life. If you really want to master your life, you're going to have to master your heart. And that's what heart equity is all about. That's what heart coaching is all about. That's why we have Heart Talk. So I love y'all. Remember, this is in honor of 9 years. September 1st represents 9 years since the very first live Heart Talk session I did. And we've been doing Heart Talk ever since. And lives have been changed. Families have been restored. All kind of breakthroughs have happened. I mean, all because people doing their hard work, and we out here building heart equity. So join the movement. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video, and do me a favor. If you found any value in this video or any of my other videos, please share it with someone that you think could benefit from it. I love you. Y'all have a great day. This is Adelai Brown, your heart coach, signing out. pickleball.